Welcome back to Friend Fields with Ops, where we're playing Metroid Prime, and Elias gets the name of the show right.
The Op Field with Friends. I'm Thompson Elias, and this is Agent Secret.
I feel like somebody's getting a lag spike.
We're here to play Echo's Prime Metroid Hunters.
Oh, no. Okay, but, like, what if there was, like, a mod that combined, like, Prime 1 and 2? Like a door randomizer or something?
What if I told you about
No.
multi-world, cross-game multi-world?
No. Does it exist?
What, cross-game multi-world?
Specifically with Prime 1 and Prime 2?
Yeah.
Wow. Have you...
You can do a multi-world with someone playing Prime 1 and someone playing Prime 2. And if you have both ISOs, you can see the other game's models in your respective game.
That's neat.
Yes.
So one person plays through
is.
Prime 1 and the other person plays through Prime 2, but the items are randomly spread through both games.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild. That sounds really cool, though.
It's pretty fun. We should do it sometime.
Yeah, I'm down.
I'll make sure you're the one playing Echoes.
Hey! No! I don't want to do... Uh-oh, you're in trouble. Maybe you're not in trouble. Might be in trouble. Well, there's a save room, like, right here. So it's fine.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't kill... Uh-oh. It's fine. See, everything's fine.
There was no danger whatsoever.
Of course. I mean, Elias is an expert.
Yeah, I will surely not have trouble one-cycling this next boss, which I have done several times due to whatever lag problems the game decides to give me.
I can't wait. It's going to be great. I mean, you walked me through it once, and I don't think I one-cycled it, but I did pretty good.
Even if you just know how the one-cycle works, you can get a decent 2 or 3 cycle just by applying the strategy.
I want to say mine was a 2-cycle, I think.
Probably going to be what happens here. If I don't fall, okay.
So basically what's going to happen here is Elias is going to go and fight this pain-in-the-ass boss, and then I'm going to take the controller and go get the remaining artifacts. Give Elias a break. He's been playing for a while.
I've been playing for... Is this released weekly?
That's a good question. So
I've been playing for several days straight.
Ideally, what I'd like to do is 2 episodes a week, but each of the 2 in a week is 2 different games.
So this Omega Pirate is kind of just a souped-up version of those Elite Pirates we were fighting, which means it's got the same IA bug.
That's interesting. Does that wear off whenever he transforms?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's only for this beginning phase. Doesn't matter if you want cycling.
Hot. What you doing?
Oh, press the wrong button. Just trying to get ad skip.
Uh-oh.
Great. It's definitely going to be 2 cycling.
Good damage, though. Like, really solid damage. That's a lot of ads. Wow.
Yeah, it's 3 mechanics.
Is friendly fire on? Does this shockwave hurt them?
Yep, that's why I'm not dealing with them.
Because he'll eventually kill them for you.
Yeah.
Cool. The shockwave is... Oh, wow. I didn't even hit that one in the back. Rude.
Yeah, it's too far away.
So you want to see the shockwave then, ideally?
Shockwave's easiest to avoid and it kills them. As long as you're not cleaning the wall. If they're cleaning the wall, then you have to deal with them.
Nice hit. It's really cool to watch when I don't have to do it. Oh, that's so weird. So are like his internal organs replaced with Phazon?
Something like that.
That's horrifying. Right. Nice kill. It's just like, I could fall on you. Okay.
F. It's the only attack you needed.
Still baffles me that somehow all this Phazon gives you a cool-ass suit instead of killing you like all the other Phazon in the game.
This was modified, weaponized, defensivized Phazon.
Uh-huh. Sure.
Anyway, we have Gotsu.
Excellent.
Now we're going to backtrack.
Wow, for like a second, I was like, why aren't you taking damage from Phazon? Oh, yeah, derp. It's been a long day. Oh, man, this is the best looking ball, I swear. It's so cool.
Best suit, best ball.
Speaking of best ball, would you like me to take over, or would you like to continue?
Go for it.
Okie dokie. Give us some thinking music while I rekey the controls.
Gosh, I looked at the screen I'm seeing, which is yours, and saw the time, and I was like, how did that much time pass?
It's weird being 3 hours ahead. It sucks.
Yeah, that's why I don't live there.
Yeah, well, I can think of about a million reasons you shouldn't live here, but you know. Come here, buddy. We don't have to go very far, do we?
Not super far.
I'm gonna have to go back through those grapple rooms. Ah, I don't want to go this way, but I have to. It's fine. Power bombs are so good.
They are.
Have to use them sparingly, though.
Yeah, don't run out.
I'll try my best. Do I need them in the artifact room? Oops.
I mean, you'll need one to unlock the Phazon Elite.
Oh, yeah. So
That's
is it... So after this artifact, is it more efficient to continue going backwards, or should I go back to the Omega Pirate room?
You should go to the Omega Pirate room and through.
Okay. And that gives me a energy tank, yeah?
Energy tank, too.
Yeah, cool. Boop. See, easy peasy. Artifact of Newborn. Okay. Wow, only 3 to go. And so we have all the progression items. Like, all that's left is artifacts.
Phazon suits last.
Of course it is. It's the best thing in the game. Is this the right thing? Nope. Wait. Yep. Wait. Yep. Yep. Okay, we're good.
Great.
I know how to use a map. It's fine. Come on, buddy. Or not. Okay. Interesting how these enemies didn't respawn. I figured that they would.
You never went so far into the next room that it started to load the next one. So it kept this one loaded, and the enemy stayed killed.
Interesting. I think this game handles loading very interestingly.
I mean, they handled it the way they had to with the memory they had.
That's true. That's true.
I think the GameCube had 24 megabytes of RAM.
That's it?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I would love to see the numbers on what the competitor consoles had RAM-wise at the time, like the PS2 and the original Xbox.
Your old video game. Well, since I'm not playing anymore, let me check on that for you.
More thinking music, molasses.
Xbox.
It's probably going to give
I
you the
can't
Xbox
even search
Series.
for Xbox One.
See, then I'll admit the naming system on Xbox is pretty terrible.
I'll get Xbox console. Blah, 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 blah. Specs. Storage. It had... That's hard drive.
What? What? I didn't let go of
The first Xbox had 64 megabytes.
Wow. That's a substantially different amount.
It's a lot more than this one, but still not a lot.
I mean, true. I've got
PlayStation 2.
probably in the middle if I had to guess. What? That's twice! What is happening?
PlayStation 2 had a total of 36.
Hey, right in the middle. Called it.
32 system RAM and 4 megabytes of video RAM.
Oh, it had VRAM? Really? All right.
Well, it's called ED RAM. For some reason.
EDRAM. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
I don't. Yeah. Whatever.
For comparison, the computer
It was
that I'm
2002.
recording this on right now has 64 gigs of RAM,
And it's still not enough.
and it's never enough. I'm telling you, it's never enough. Now, 4 sticks of 16 in there. I thought about slapping 4 sticks of 32 in there, but I thought maybe that would be a bad idea.
I remember seeing a joke a few years ago about asking a computer engineer in the 60s, what can you do with a whole kilobyte of RAM?
A whole kilobyte.
And their answer would be, we can send man to the moon. And then you fast forward today, what can you do with 1 whole gigabyte of RAM? And the answer would be, run Slack.
That's a smart joke, everybody. Oh, man. I thought you were going to be like, watch porn. I'm like, yep, that checks out.
Yeah, well, I think I heard it at work, so.
Fair enough. Oh, man. That's... Wow. Did we really send man to the moon on 1 kilobyte of RAM?
Probably less.
Wow. That's honestly kind of wild to think about.
Yeah. This one's going to need a browser tab. Let's see. Original mission control system specs.
Oh, my God. I can't wait.
Apollo Flight Controller 101. Every console explained. Oh boy.
Uh-oh. That sounds like a deep dive.
I'm skipping to the...
More thinking music, molasses!
Yikes. Okay. Control F RAM.
Just taking a leisurely walk back here. I don't think the room locks. Just keep going.
No, that layer's gone.
Lovely.
Original mission control RAM. Newly restored. the Apollo computer, it's measured in bits.
Oh my god.
Hang on, I'm going to convert this to bytes.
Oh my god. I can't wait, dude.
Convert bits to bytes.
It's 1 to 8, right?
It should be, yeah. Okay. 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 It was 4 kilobytes.
Oh my god.
The the Apollo computer had 4 kilobytes of RAM memory. I mean, with all the size of all those consoles in there, I hope so.
That's wild.
And their vacuum tubes.
Man, I didn't even know what a vacuum tube was until a PS1 game that I played as a kid called Omega Boost. Where, oh man, what was it? So there was this computer. It was like a computer the size of a room. It was a real computer in the 40s, I think, called ENIAC. Which the game says was the first artificial intelligence. And there was like time travel where they like infected ENIAC with some shenanigans. And you had to go back in time to replace the infected vacuum tube on ENIAC to prevent time from being distorted or whatever. That game was wild. It was basically a Gundam game, though. It was crazy. I have no idea where I'm going.
That room to the octagon. The other octagon room.
This
next
one?
to you. Elite research.
Okay, so I need to go into there, which means I store at the bottom. All right, tight. Whee!
My grandfather worked at NASA around that time, so
Yo,
I
that's
had
cool.
early access to old computer terms.
That's super cool. So then you would know ENIAC then, yeah?
I'd heard of it, yeah.
That's so cool. Most people that I'm like, hey, ENIAC. That was
Because
a
I
thing.
think were before he was there, but
That's still really cool though. And boop.
remember the manip.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Sure.
Look, I'm not confident in myself here. Okay?
I mess this one up sometimes because I like get caught on a console or something.
Yay!
Easy, simple.
I did it. And there we go. Yeah, it wasn't like ENIAC. Like, it was like the size of a room or some shit, and all it did was just like basic ass math or something. Like, I don't think it was actually artificial intelligence or anything like the game was saying it was, but you know.
It was a calculator without the need for an abacus.
That's
Pretty
wild.
sure you could do more with an abacus if you knew how to use one.
There's something I never learned how to use.
My grandfather used one of those when he was at NASA. They used abacuses to send people to the moon.
Oh my god.
To save that RAM for something else.
Oh my god. That is so wild to me though. Like, I don't even understand the concept of how an abacus works. Like, you know, I've seen them, but yeah, it just
there were always basic calculators by the time I was growing up.
Oh yeah. And then of course your teachers were always like, "But you'll never carry a calculator around with you." So, and I'm like, "Okay." Bet.
So, I remember in high school we started to use graphing calculators, right?
I hated those damn things.
And you know, you had the TI-80 whatever.
Oh yeah.
And you put games on them, do whatever. And you could do some basic programming, like the basic language on them, right, to make some of those games.
Yeah.
So I dabbled in that a little bit, right? And then come test time in math class, right? They're like, okay, yes, you can use your calculators, which was great, but you have to clear all the programs on it, right? So that we know you're only using the basic like graphing functions and calculating functions, right?
Right.
So I was like, okay. So, and it was an algebra. I needed to know like the quadratic formula. I needed to know all sorts of stuff.
Sure.
So I knew that stuff, but didn't want to take the time to, write out the quadratic formula for every single thing. So beginning of the test starts, I take the time to program a quadratic formula solver into the calculator at the beginning of the test time, and then just plug in all the questions.
Right, because you had to wipe it before, but nothing said about programming on the fly after it started.
Yep.
That's wild.
I knew the equation. Only had to put it in once in the program, and
Oh man,
did the variables after that.
I am trying to remember the formula. I know there's like a oh god, equals the square root of
That's so
2ac.
specific. I think that's the quadratic formula.
Yeah,
It's
something equals
I was taught
plus or minus.
a little tune or a song to help remember it, and I can remember the tune, but not the lyrics.
Yeah, it's like plus or minus the square root of 2ac minus b over 2a or something like that. I can't remember.
There are parts of it that were right in there because I recognize those
Yeah,
parts.
I don't think the whole thing was right, but is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Leaving this way?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Neat. Yeah. So I don't know if you know this, but you're probably familiar with the emulator BizHawk, yeah?
I am.
Did you know that with the correct core, BizHawk can emulate a TI-83?
It doesn't surprise me. It
It's
can
so
emulate a lot.
stupid. Like, why? Of all the things to emulate, you can also emulate an Apple II.
Yeah.
It's like, you could.
There's a lot of cores out there.
But why? It's so goofy. Like, one of these days, just open BizHawk and go to the cores and just, like, look at all the options. Like, you have to have the cores, sure, but, like, the amount of shit it can emulate is wild.
Yeah.
Boop. And
They recently started to port over the Melon DS core for DS emulation, but it is not nearly as performant as the actual Melon DS emulator.
Man,
you try to run Metroid Prime Hunters in BizHawk, and it's just like Stutter City.
Oh no!
But you run it in Melon, and it's perfectly fine.
Man, I need to look into Melon. I haven't. Cause I very rarely do DS games. I'm actually just finishing up. This is gonna definitely date this recording, but I'm just finishing up Ace Attorney: Apollo Justice, which is a DS game.
June 17th, 2020. Those wondering.
Actually, given that it's past midnight for me, it's 12/12/2022 right now. So, yeah, there we go. I dated the recording. You guys aren't going to see this till like February, but ha 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 ha. That's a lie. You might see it in January. But, so I'm just finishing up Apollo Justice, and it's on DS, and the emulator that I use for DS is not good, but I'm like too lazy to set up a new one.
Melon DS is pretty easy to set up, unless you've got like a bunch of custom stuff going on per game.
I sure don't.
Melon's pretty easy and has some nice quality of life features. I at some point want to try to. I can't remember if I can do Lewis scripts with Melon.
I'm trying to think of.
But there's a Lewis script out there that makes Metroid Prime Hunters pure controller dual analog.
Ooh, that's fancy.
Which I have never gotten to work with any DS emulator, but would like to look into doing that.
Well, I don't really have any performance issues with my DS emulator, but there's a lot of audio crackle. It's slight, but it's enough for me to notice. People on stream may or may not notice. Hey, there you go. If you guys remember the playthrough of Apollo Justice, whenever some of the music would kick in, you could kind of hear this like crackling in the background. If you noticed it, type Wiener Schnitzel in the comments.
Type Wiener Schnitzel in the comments.
Love it. Ice Shield is an energy tank, yeah?
Yep.
Cool. I want it.
Man, we got a lot of E-tanks.
Yeah, we did. Almost got them all.
Which ones are we missing? Let's see. We're missing... This will take us up to 12.
We don't have the one in Magmore where the flying dudes are. Where you do the lava puzzle with the colored doors.
Right, we skipped that one. And then we skipped... Probably one in Chozo. Think of it. Maybe so.
Yeah, so DS emulator, right? So again, I don't really have any performance issues, but I would really love to get rid of that crackle. However, the emulator that I use for DS, I don't think has had an update in like a million years.
Yeah, you use a very deprecated emulator.
Yep. More like defecated, am I right? Anyway. I can feel you just like, ugh. I feel like you do that a
Almost got
lot.
the artifact.
Yeah.
We're almost there.
Finally, I can be free. Hello. There you go.
Did we get the one in Ruined Courtyard? No.
Ruined Courtyard.
Where we loaded the save state today, that room.
I think you got it at the end of the episode before that.
I think so, yeah.
Whee!
I don't know. Maybe Quarantine Minister is an energy tank.
I don't think there is. I don't know what we're missing. All right, somebody that has way too much time on their hands. Scrub through every episode.
I think it's Training Chamber.
Oh, which one's that?
It's a squirrel away room here that's totally out of the way. It takes a while.
Is it near the furnace?
No.
Oh, okay. Shows what I know.
So you can just go back and take the other elevator behind the save station. Shortcut to the ship.
That's right, because we're ready, aren't we? Please,
pretty sure.
Please give me...
We're losing one.
Please give me the There. It doesn't like to give me that when I hold down L.
You have to press it. You have to press it slowly, I found. Otherwise it won't take and turn into a hard L press.
Yeah, that's... I could probably mess with that, like with the...
I think I fixed it or made it a lot better in my settings, but I don't remember what I did. It was so long.
I imagine it probably has to do with the threshold for when it turns into a hard press.
Yeah, I think so.
Which is easy enough to fix.
If you hit the threshold too fast, it'll just turn into a hard press. Yeah, just jump. It's not that far.
Look, it makes me feel better to have my cursor locked. You know. And I'm about to go to my ship.
You don't need that. You have 12 energy tanks.
Look, I'm nervous. I've lived a life bad at video games, and it's not gonna stop now.
Yeah, you have.
Wow. Except for Diddy Kong Racing, I'm pretty good at that one, or so I'm told.
Are you on the leaderboard?
No, I don't mean on speedrunning. I just mean in general. I didn't like the rules they had, so I made my own category and ran it.
Did you really?
Yeah. Secret Agent %, I think I called it. So I was just like, I don't like your rules. I'm gonna do it myself. And then I had several speedrunners of the game show up while I was doing it, and they were like, bro, what the fuck? And they were like, this isn't a real run. And I'm like, yeah, okay, but I've got more viewers than you, so shut the fuck up. Yeah, they were snooty about it, so I was snooty back. I didn't care.
I previously held the world record in a game called Applewood.
Applewood?
Where it was back when I was the only runner of the game.
What is that game? I've never heard of it.
It's a platformer on Steam. It's pretty fun. It might actually be free now.
Oh wow. Okay. Not what I expected. That's interesting though. So
it's not a Metroidvania because it's mostly pretty linear. It's fairly story based. It's a fun little platformer though. Pixel art. Nice story.
So how many games are you on a leaderboard for? Now, you don't have to be like at the top or even a good time, but how many games have you submitted a time for?
I think I'm on A Link to the Past, A Link Between Worlds, Applewood, Metroid Dread. think that's it.
Hmm.
I am checking my account now.
Just gonna go get that last artifact real quick.
You do that.
I guess I'll attempt to kick Ridley's ass afterward. I don't remember the cool strat.
Right?
Nope, I don't. It involves his mouth, I think. Maybe.
Yeah, okay. Oh, my Link Between Worlds run isn't up here, so no Link Between Worlds.
Oh. That's the
But I
3DS
have runs.
one, right?
I have runs in 3 categories in Metroid Dread.
Wow. What are the 3 categories?
Any percent unrestricted standard, any percent no major glitches standard, and 100% no major glitches standard.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. Are there other categories?
Oh yeah.
That's a long door. It's always a long door.
There's glitch lists. There's all bosses. I wonder if Mercury Steam percent is a category. I haven't checked this in a while.
Mercury Steam percent?
Where you do it in intended order. Because even in glitch lists, there's some sequence breaks you can just do.
Interesting.
Any percent, 100%, all bosses, 0%, minimum items, legacy, and boss rush.
Legacy. What is that?
So, in original versions of the game, before patches came out, there were some glitches that allowed you to do things like not bother getting Varia or Gravity Suit. Using a glitch that you could accidentally do in a real run, in a casual run, like anyone could accidentally do it, which is the only reason they patched it out. All the other glitches they kind of left in because only speedrunners were using them. Thankfully. But that one they did take out. So, but it did change the routing and make things faster. So, got wrapped into a legacy category.
Okay, so what's the strat here?
All right, 4 fully charged shots in the beginning here. Whenever he's just harassing you from the sky, it's not that hard. He'll barely be able to attack you if you just keep charging and shooting.
Okay.
Plasma shots.
Oh. One.
And then he'll stagger and start a flyby.
3. 4. Okay.
That was interesting. Okay. Now you'll want to boost into his chest when he lands. So go ahead and just get into ball. And go like towards the front of the room. Into the left corner.
So when you say front.
Where the shield is.
Ow.
And then when he lands, just try to boost into the middle of his chest. Oh, you never, hang on, you need to shoot him again.
Okay.
You didn't do enough damage. Yeah, there's the stagger. So you're gonna do another flyby? Yeah, okay. Now you can wait again. Sorry, I didn't notice that you... Yeah, so actually that corner you were just in, if you just hug that corner, it'll land in a really good spot for you to just come out and boost into him.
This corner right here?
Yeah. Don't worry about getting damage, it's not gonna turn to anything.
Can't tell when he's gonna land. I can't turn my camera.
It'll be the next time you take damage. Now.
Whoa!
Now please unmorph.
I'm trying. I was stuck in him.
Go to power beam and yeah, or do whatever you need. Whatever works. Super missiles are tricky here. I normally just fast missile his chest.
Interesting. Yeah, it seems like a better option. It's also not taking damage.
If you hit his mouth at the very in the frames in the very beginning, or very end of the window, there's a bug where he won't be able to take damage from his chest.
Wow, that's wild.
It's common when you snipe him. for when he does that. It's
Ow. More should do it. Ooh, he moves.
yeah, the charge is the worst attack. Because he
Ole!
can sort of do a loop like that where he just keeps doing it. And he just burns energy.
Ole! Ah, fuck. He really likes that attack, doesn't he?
He likes,
Got him.
if he does it once and isn't interrupted, he'll more than likely do it again a few more times until you interrupt or he gets tired.
So is this the original Ridley with just some enhancements, or is it...
Yeah, this is a dead or injured Ridley they found on Zebus, and they gave him some enhancements to fix him up.
They Deus Ex'd him?
Sure, yeah. I've never seen it, but all right.
Video game.
Never played it. All right, yeah.
Deus Ex Human Revolution. It's a game I really, really like. It's a first-person, third-person shooter hybrid with a lot of RPG elements. It's made by Square Enix. It continues like the legacy of the Deus Ex games that came before. But basically, you're in a crazy accident, and they outfit you with a bunch of like cybernetic implants to save your life.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. You know what? Let's just make the last one long. We'll just push through. Now, do you want to do this area?
It's up to you if you want to do it or not.
I never want to do this area.
Then I can give it a shot.
All right, I will give you control. Molasses edited this out. See, we did it. Everything's fine. Yay, nothing broke. Okay, so question about this area. So this orange Phazon.
Dude, don't get me started.
That bad, huh? So would you say that this area was planned to be bigger and they kind of just rushed it at the end? Because that's what it feels like to me, but I'm not really sure.
I don't think so. I think it was meant to be like a Torian. Probably shouldn't have done that. Which is just a very end-game little area that just leads to the final boss. I do think that they had maybe planned it a bit to be like escapable in an escape sequence, but that they ran out of time for that.
That makes sense, yeah. Because it just kind of like the text and then nothing, right?
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
Oh, wow, that area was much shorter than I thought, but that's because you skipped all the Metroids.
Yep. I climbed. They still gave me crap on the ledge, but I probably could have not powerbombed them.
It's fine. I don't think you need power bombs for this fight, right? I don't think they work.
They help with the Metroids that Essence spawns.
Oh, that's true.
But as long as I 3 or 4 software, it shouldn't be a problem.
I don't think I used any for a while, so you should have 5 total. So you use
I
one.
have 4 because I just used, yeah.
Okay. Whee! So you did the animation for the screw attack, but
For the spin jump, anyway.
yeah. Yeah, that.
I think in Metroid Prime 2 multiplayer, if you see someone do a double jump, the second jump is spinning.
So when you say multiplayer, that game has multiplayer?
Metroid Prime 2 has multiplayer, yeah.
Like natively?
Local, yeah.
That's wild. How does that work?
You drop into arena and shoot each other until someone wins.
Oh, okay, that kind of multiplayer. Gotcha.
It's
For a
fun.
minute, I thought it was like co-op or some shit. I was like,
Pretty basic, but it's fun.
Yeah, I mean, if it's fun, that's all that matters. I mean, hell, look at GoldenEye, right? They like added that as an afterthought, and God, one of the most beloved multiplayer experiences of the late '90s.
Yeah, I think stuff like GoldenEye is where they were like, hey, we should have multiplayer in a first-person Metroid game.
Because why not, right? Oh wow, that's.
You ready? You ready for the double?
I'm ready.
The double one shot?
I'm ready. Oh, before he changed. Yo. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Yo.
One shot. Just took him a while to realize. Okay, well, he's going to charge me while this lag's happening. Yeah, okay.
You're doing fine, though.
Yeah, okay.
So just skip that yellow phase completely.
Yeah, well, I could have taken advantage of it if I hadn't hit the lag, but...
Look at how good he's doing at this fight, even with the lag, though. Like, I'm impressed.
I mean, I have to do this fight for every randomizer seed I play, so...
That is fair.
I have practice.
See, the way I do my randos, since I have to do one, like, well, each one I have to do every month, right? I don't bother with the end game. Like, once I have go mode, I'm just like, all right, we're done.
Yeah, I know that you're lazy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have to do 5 randos a month.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. I don't see that attack very often.
This is pretty much the only time it's guaranteed.
Is it healing off of you or something?
No, it's a tractor beam trying to drop towards me, but I can somewhat manipulate it.
But yeah, that means I have to do 60 randos a year. Think about that.
Okay, thought about it.
Yep, that's a lot. So
It's about how much I play this game a year.
I'm not surprised at all.
Okay, hang on.
Wow, you don't have to go into Morph Ball when you're in the pit?
No.
Wow, I totally thought you did. Are you sure it's going to be way... Oh. How did you know it was going to be... Is there like a particular pattern?
There's a few frames where you see it transform before it closes up.
Oh.
You're looking for it, see its color.
That's handy. Oh. Bye!
I lagged through that entire cutscene.
That's terrifying.
This is not going to be anything, I think. At least I got a shot in.
Oh, what? That was wild. Ooh, nice hit.
It helps when it seeks.
True, but it could still hit the armor, yeah?
Yeah. If you're not careful.
Nice.
Close enough.
Of the 4 different colors it can be, which one would you say is the easiest to deal with? Ice?
Plasma.
Oh.
Ice is okay if you have the ice spreader. Otherwise, it's slow and usually moves out of the trajectory. But plasma are fast shots and he takes a lot of damage from them.
Ooh.
Oh well.
Nice. Is
Wait,
the
it's
phase on?
worst. Sorry, go ahead.
No, is the phase on suit required?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't damage essence without it.
And yay! You want to do the last segment?
Glad you said yay because I didn't know if it hit or not.
You got it.
You can if you want.
Sure, why not?
I believe.
I'm gonna try not to ruin what you've given me here.
It's okay. I can instantly get back here.
All right, let's do it.
Look at that. You did exo skip for yourself personally.
Yeah. Molasses, edit out the whole fight. No, no don't. No, don't.
I don't. We'll just record a thing. Okay, we're gonna do exo skip. Ready? And it just jumps out.
Oh man, the lag was so crazy on that. It messed up the recording. Sorry you missed it.
It was a pretty big lad spike, but hopefully you saw that.
Man, this thing's ugly. Can you even damage this without the hyper beam?
Nope.
Metroid Prime. The core essence of Metroid Prime. Scan indicates Phazon energy form of Metroid Prime is invulnerable to all conventional weapons. Only attacks from a Phazon-fused arm cannon will damage it. Generates pulls of Phazon when it attacks. Use these to fuel your suit's Phazon weapon system. Entity can also spawn Metroids to assist it in battle, rendering itself invisible when it does so. Ow. Sir? I'm just charging in case there's pickups around me. Ooh, yay!
Wise.
What a weapon! What a weapon! Oh, I thought that was more goo. Ow.
It's its former body.
Just left it behind. It doesn't need it anymore. We did it a favor. Is there a pull around here? Is that what... No, I guess not. Man, you ugly.
It's hot though.
Yeah. Very true. So's my arm. But then again, I have a lava gun equipped, so I guess it makes sense. So is it RNG how long it takes him to spawn a pool of Phazon?
No. He, so he does like 6 rounds of attacks. Like you see this double thing here, followed by a roar. That was 1 round of attacks, right? He'll do 6 rounds. And then he'll lay a pull. If he is too close to his exoskeleton, he will not lay a pull. He will just skip to the next phase and turn to the next visor.
Oh.
Which is what happened that second time.
Interesting.
So whenever you shoot him with the hyper beam like you just did, it interrupts his attack phase, right?
Makes sense.
So what the speedrunners do with a common technique called attack cancel is they go into the pool and they shoot it. They don't continually stream it into him. They just shoot him with it. He renders and begins his next attack phase. And they shoot him again, and that skips that attack phase. And they shoot him up to 6 times like that, and then he immediately generates another full of Phazon, as long as it's not too close, so you gotta watch his position. And you unload the rest of your current Phazon pool, you move on to the next Phazon pool, you do the same thing.
Wow. That sounds tricky, but also really interesting.
Yeah. If he ever gets to the point where he spawns a pool and 2 fission Metroids come out,
Yeah.
which I think he will do in this next one, that's how you know that he has low enough health to where you can just stand in a pool and pump what's left of him until he'll die.
Interesting. So the game calculates how much damage it would take, and if 1 pool would be enough, and that's how it chooses to spawn the fusion Metroids or fission.
I don't know
Metroids.
if that's intentional, but that's always true.
Yep. And I believe that is game.
GG gamer.
That was hot. We did. Whoa. That's wild.
Yeah, kind of freaks out. Goth suit. I've enjoyed our time together. I'll miss you terribly.
This thing is just rude. Think of how busted you would be in every future game, though, if you got to keep that suit.
I mean, Samus has the hyper beam at the end of Super Metroid and doesn't in Other M. Like,
Fair. That hyper beam is so good. But it's not as good as what you get in another Metroid game that I know you're very fond of. That thing is wild.
you're gonna have to be more specific.
Dread.
Oh, the Energy. That's the hyper beam. Just updated graphics.
But it's amazing is what it is. That thing is so fun.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's also like a different form of hyper beam, though, yeah?
It acts different mechanically, but it's supposed to be the same kind of weapon as what you get at the end of Super Metroid. Because you kind of, if you think a bit about it, you kind of get them in the same way.
That's true. Yeah.
Fun life hack about Metroid Prime credits: hold down on the stick.
Oh. Yeah, but this music though. I'm gonna increase the
Okay,
volume.
hold up then. If you hold up, you can elongate the music.
Oh wow, you can just forever.
You can
Okay.
just stay here forever. Sorry, who was that? I didn't count. What's her name? Okay.
I do have to give a shout out to Vector U here. You guys should totally check out Vector U. Has an amazing remix of the song, in my opinion. One of the best drops I've ever heard. I love it. I like a lot of Vector U's music, though. I don't have a bias there because it totally had Vector U make a song for me. No, I'm not biased.
Sounds like
at all.
you have a bias.
I don't have a bias, man. Don't tell people that.
Okay.
I have a bias. It's pretty strong. But
Wow.
this song's amazing, though. Like, straight up.
It is.
It's also kind of weird, because, like, the title screen has, like, this very cellular, organic feel to it, you know?
I think you're supposed to be inside a Metroid.
That's horrifying. But it's cool. And I still think this is probably my favorite Metroid game, but it's close.
What's with what?
I mean, Dread's pretty good. Even though I've only fully played it once. It was pretty good.
Dread is currently tied for my top with this one. I can't choose between my two favorite children.
Well, and see, that's the thing. You don't have to, because this one's 3D and Dread is 2D, so it's fine.
Yeah, that's how I get away with it.
Yep. I'm trying to think. I wonder, like, the speculation at this point is kind of pointless, but, like, Metroid Prime 4, could it be the game that uproots Prime 1? I think it has the potential.
It sure could. We'll see.
Yeah. One of these days. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. I hope you had fun too, Elias.
I had fun, so much fun playing this game in a very vintage way. No, it was fun. It's always a good time to hang out and play Metroid Prime, the video game, with my good friend, Agent Secret Jacob.
I appreciate that. Where's my completion percentage? Be 69. Come on. Oh, come on! I'm upset.
So close.
I'm upset.
I'm going to go back and get 2 more items.
I'm so mad. I'm so
That
mad.
is 2/3 of the items, though.
Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad at all.
Not too shabby.
Well, thank you very much for joining me on this journey. And hey, if people like it, I hope you're ready for some more Metroid. It might not be Prime 2, but, you know, maybe, I don't know. We'll see.
I look forward to joining you for the next Metroid game here in June 17th, 2037.
Okay, I'm going to write that down. And that'll be the release date for Prime 4.
Maybe Prime 4 will be out by then.
I just want to try Prime 4 because 3 had the motion gimmicks and 2 was just 2. So
I have dreams sometimes where I see a trailer or a demo and then I wake up and I'm very sad.
Oh, man. Well, thank you very much for joining me for this. And if you guys liked it, make sure you let us know.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, it was good. I was like, you know what? We need a second game. We need something good. Elias is good. Metroid's good. Let's do that. And, you know, I was like, Elias, do you want to play some Met? And then I, like, uttered the first syllable, and he's like, yes. All right, fair enough.
It's like, let me know a time and place. I will move my schedule. I will tell my brother, I'm sorry, I can't go to your wedding.
That only happened twice, man. Don't get on to me about that.
Whatever you do to interact with this video, do not say the word. What was it in the comments?
Wiener Schnitzel.
Wiener Schnitzel. Yeah, don't say that.
Yeah, well, but you're supposed to under a certain circumstance, right? But like
That's why I'm saying they should never do it.
Okay, but like it's fine to do it in this one. Just don't do it in that other one where we were talking about Kingdom Hearts.
Just don't do it in any of them to be safe.
You got to be safe. I'm gonna go through. Molasses is gonna comment Wiener Schnitzel on every single episode just to be safe.
I'll hack Google and delete them.
I'll hack Google. It's a good thing I can't make money on YouTube, or that would get us demonetized. Like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, I'm gonna go.
Ding that bell.
Yeah, hit that bell. Oh my god, that bell. I hate that damn bell. Anyway, yeah, it's 4 o'clock in the morning, so I'm gonna fuck off. You guys enjoy the rest of whatever day it is that you're watching this, and we'll see you back here next time for whatever game comes after for Field Ops with Friends. We'll see you guys next time.
Goodbye.